Alright. Let's do another video for the 3-4 chop. 2-1. 2-1 tie. 2-2. Oh, maybe it's 2-2-2s, huh? Tie. Look at this. It's all twos. Wow. Not anymore. So here we go. Try the first try right here. Damn. Oh, God. Naturally tie, really? Can we win with... Jesus. Just murdering sevens, huh? Fuck. That's brutal. Alright, well, we lost. So now this is where the work begins. I like that this happened. Let's see a second player here. No. We're going to see if we can fix this now. It's not always going to work the first try, like I said. Got to go in ready to fight. So, find another run of 3. If we can. Preferably on player, because Beg's already proven it can go 5. I usually would just disqualify that when one side or the other goes 5. I wouldn't try it anymore. It's already fucked you once. But, let's see here. It's choppy now. That's what I mean about this strategy, though. It's good and it isn't. It's good when it works the first try, because you've insulated the cocksuckery events. But if it doesn't work, then you're in defense mode right away. Look at this chop, though. That's 6 direct chops. That's free money. See why it's hard for me to play for the 3-4? Because you'll get long chop runs like this. If you're not playing for that, it hurts just as bad as not... It hurts even more than not playing a 3-4. The 3-4 is, like... It works some shoes all the time, but other shoes it never works at all. So this might be one of those. If it ever even goes 3 again. Look at this. It's still chopping. It's fucking sick. Look at this. It chopped again. Look how wide that is from that point forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 10 in a row. From the blue one. I mean, the blue one doesn't really count because we didn't know what was going to happen yet. But even if you count from there, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this would be 10 if it's player. Yeah, it's player 2/0. So that's 10 in a row after the long run ended, where that player was there, right? That's fucked. I mean, you'd have to do it on a 2-shot after, but you'd be 100. And that's really all that matters. You're not losing. Okay. Oh, I was gonna say we finally got 3 player. It was a natural tie. All right, and it chopped it again. See, fuck. I'm so mad I'm not on this chop. But it's just for fun, so it's not making me that mad. But, I mean, dude, if I was there in real life and that was happening, I'd be very upset that I wasn't playing. So we finally found a run of 3. We'll see if this one will chop. No, not yet. Is it going to go 5 like the other banker run did? Let's see. Oh, we got a 9. There you go. I'll tell you what, though. If I get a side that's that strong, that's proven it can come down 3, and the other side simply won't, it would be hard for me to bet for a chop, even on a 2-hand effort. Because I'd be very concerned that that's the side that's just always going to have a propensity to come down. But we got it, so we're just missing the 2 little units now. Alright, we're just going to keep proving how easy it is for us to make money. Just gotta find another run here. There's nothing more empowering than people telling you what you can't do. Let me tell you that. wrong. Say suck a dick. So here we go. We're going to bet against the run of 3 here. Got it. We're 1 away from being even, and then we work on getting the take, right? Okay, we need 1 more. Nope, didn't work, so we gotta wait. Someone want to turn these fucking sirens off? Think we got the message. Alright, I'll try 1 more here. Nope, can't find it. It's a nice little second going on there. But wasn't qualified, a couple times ago, but yeah, this would have been 2 wins in a row. Alright, we'll see if this goes 3. Nope. Look at this. Look at this, man. That's seconds. That whole run there only missed once. Wow. 2 out of how many? 4. Let's see. 4 out of 10. 2 out of 10 rather. 2 out of 12. It doesn't matter. That's not what we're looking for right now, but you know what I mean. That's a lot of seconds. A second player, second bang. It's a lot. Okay, so we finally got 3 player. Now it's never gone 4 player, so I feel pretty confident we can get this to work. We did. Natural 8. We win. So we're back to even. Now we're hunting for another run of 3. And this could take a while. You know, they don't just come around one after the next. So that was a 7-6. I think that's a chop right here. We'll see if the second player. Yeah, look. Second player came out. Look at all those seconds, bro. That's a lot. I wish this would have been a second video. We would have crushed this. Oh well. Okay. So let's see if it's second bank, right? Look at that, second bank. That is a lot of money sitting there if you were betting for that. And nothing else. Just waiting for the color change. Say, okay, I'm going to bet the second again. Every single time you're winning. Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll see if it goes second player here. No. Okay. You'd have 1 more chance at second bank. But we're staying... Oh, there it is. But you're staying out of all this, and you're just watching it happen. It's like, god damn it. So let's see if it goes 3 finally. Nope. 7-6 again. God damn it. Well, we'll see if the player brings it on back on the second. No, chopped again. But still, it's all chopped. Almost chopped again on the natural player, but it tied. Yeah, 1 player anyway. Look how choppy this is, though. That's the only time I went 3 of all those times. Damn. You see why I like that chop, though? And variations thereof. Like, the chop's just the easiest thing to figure out. And my wife's, she's seen it enough. She's not a moody bitch. She's seen it and she knows it works. More than it doesn't. Alright, so I gotta wait. But if I was just playing the chop, I wouldn't be waiting for shit, right? I'd be betting all these. Nothing's going 3. You're winning 100%. 100 fucking %. So you might say, well, why don't you just do that? Well, that's what we did the chop series for. That's not what this is. This is going to be on the 3-4. So this is just another variant. This is just another variant that you can look for. But look how long you got to wait. Are you going to sit through a whole hour and a half, 2 hours of a shoe? Like I'm flying through the shoe. We wouldn't be able to do this in real life. We'd have to wait for people to rebuy and lose all their money and rebuy again. We wouldn't have time for all this. I'm not down shit. I'm missing $10 because I'm just waiting for that one thing to happen, and I'm gonna kick them in the balls. So still can't find it though. It's probably gonna go player again here. Fuck, it did. See why I like the chop? You see why I like the chop? I mean, it's almost insane to think that you can't find one to win with and be done for the day, right? So why play for anything else, right? You see why I hate runs? This whole shoe don't have runs. It had one run of 5 and it stopped right on 5, and the other one stopped right on 4. Runs are foolish. Nothing is going to happen that many times in a row, and that includes the chop. That's why you have to have a two-hand effort for it, and that's what these are. So this is the first one. The second one's getting it, right? Every time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times. I can't even find a run of 3 to bet against because they're all chopping. This one might. Let's see. This is 2. Yeah. Finally. But even with this is the third occurrence. The other 2 times it jumped right away after 3. Let's see if this does. I don't know. Anything can happen. But yeah, it got a natural. Okay, so it finally came down this time. But now we're going to try hard. And, it might not work. Well, it's effectively be the end of the shoe. And we'll take that out. That's fine. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But to this point, we're basically at even. Minus 1 black chip. So, no big deal. And if it wins, we're going to kick them in the dick. So, the answer is we lose. Great. We lost. I'm going to call that up and call that a $600 loss. I'm going to refresh the shoe, go to a new shoe. So, I have to make back a purple and a black chip, and then I got to get ahead. No big deal. What happened the other day? We had 1,800 or whatever. I'm not worried about one little loss. It's one critical unit and one small unit. No big fucking deal. Perfect right now. And again, most of the time I'm not going to play just for the 3-4 chop. I'm going to play for the regular chop that would have won all those times that I was upset we missed out on because I'm not looking for that variable. But it was there in red and blue, as it were, instead of black and white. It's there in red and blue. You can't unsee that. It's chopping again, by the way. Look at this. It's 4 direct. It's 4 direct. It's just changing color every time. Why would you play for anything else? Should I just turn the channel into Chop Chop Baccarat channel? Because, is there really any other thing you really should be playing for? Really? Look how many times I win with it. So that's 2. Let's see if it goes 3. But, if you're just going to play for the chop, you got to be patient sometimes. You get a streaky shoe, it just never works. Never opens up, not like this. Not like the way the last shoe ended. Oh, that was almost a chop. Double tie. Triple tie, bro. Fucking 3 ties in a row. There's as many ties as Banker. If it ties again, there'll be more ties than Banker or Blair. Let's see. Nah, it didn't work. But it did go 3, so that's an opportunity bet. Here we go. I'll try a little guy on the player first. And it suck a dick, so we gotta try again. And that lost 2. Fuck. Well, what do you know? I'm just gonna leave that shoe. I didn't want to fucking fuck around. If it's gonna go 5 at the beginning, I'll leave the table. I'll go to another one. I got a bankroll of 40 units. I don't care that I'm down 2.5. I'm not worried about shit. So we're gonna go to another one, and we're gonna start this over. Make sure we got a new shoe. Okay, we're gonna start again. I go to Canada. I got like 6 different tables I can play on. I don't have to be married to one table. If it's not working, it's not working. I'll just find a different one. Fuck them. Like the first shoe we had that had never failed. So, let's see. That's why I say you gotta have 40 units. We're only down 2 of them. 2 of the critical ones. So, got a couple black chips. So here we are again. We got to run a 3. We're going to see if this shoe works. And if it does, they're going to eat a dick. So we're going to try. And we lost the first try. So we got the big boy now. And that wins. 9 over dog shit. So we win. There's one of them back. Now we wait. We just wait. Player's probably not going to go 3. We'll see though. Tied. Yeah, it did. Okay, great. So we can try this again. See if this works. Yep. So we might have a good shoe here. We're going to have to burn some hands to find another one, but we might have a good shoe here. Okay, so we got 3 back again. Think this one will come all the way down? If it doesn't, this just justifies my case why you don't play for runs, guys. They, I mean, even if you catch a long run that goes 12 deep, let's say, how many did you lose before you finally found that run, right? Like, fuck that shit. It's just, it's a unicorn that doesn't exist. You're never gonna find it. And by the way, I just won, so fuck them. We have 600 this shoe, which is half of what we needed to get back. I could just leave and find another shoe and do it again, or I could tempt fate and hope this shoe never goes 5. What would you do? We've already won 3 times, big and small. What would you do? Nothing lasts forever, but sometimes it does. Sometimes the shoe never goes 5, and if it doesn't, I'm gonna be 100. So you got to be able to net the difference, because next time if it goes 5, I'm going to lose the differential that we're up for this shoe right now. So I hope that doesn't happen. Furthermore, I don't have to bet the big boy anymore because I do have 600. I don't have to. I could just bet it on a 1 and a 2, and if I lost, I'd still have 3, right? So fuck them. But because I know last shoe was a fucking catastrophe, I want to at least get this to 12 and then I'll reduce. Okay, I promise I'll be a good boy, but we got to get there first. Let's find 3 players. There it is. Bet the little guy first on Baker, see if that wins, and I win 5/0. Suck it. So fuck you, casino. You lose again, and we wait for something else to open up to use my strategy on again. I don't give a fuck what people say. I know I've won a lot of money in my life, and I don't care about all the negativity in my life. I'm going to prove it over and over again. We can all be good people. So, you just got to leave with the wins, guys. Got to leave with the wins. We could leave right now. I got 700 there right now. Regardless of what happened the shoe before, and regardless of the fact, if I left right now, I'd be down a purple chip, sure. But if I left with 700 take every day, I'd have 21,000 in a month. And that can't be argued with. 7 times 3 is 21. Add the zeros, you have 21 grand. These nuts. They can't stop you. If you're not a cunt, if you will allow yourself to leave, they can't fucking stop you. By the way, look at this chop. We got another fucking crazy chop. Do you see why this is simple? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chops, with only one of which that actually you needed the second effort on. Fucked. But there's no way to know when that's gonna happen. I will say, in all honesty, this seems to be happening a lot on the app lately, and I don't know that this happens quite that often in person. It happens at a pretty reasonable clip. If you had 6 shoes to play on, you'll see a number of them chop. Like I said, it's probably about 50%. You'll find somewhere in the in one of the shoes where this starts to open up like that, which is why you have to have a qualifier of where you're going to jump in, and that could be whatever it is for you. But you got to stick to it. It's got to be the same every time, or you're going to miss it when it happens. But you don't want to be hyper aggressive, trying to find it out of thin air. But you can't argue it's chopping right now. Oh, it was almost a natural player. Tied. It chopped again. Look it. But no matter what you were playing for, you're 100 on this. If you were playing for the chop when it qualified, you're winning. And if you just waited for a run of 3 and then bet against it for 2 hands, you haven't lost yet. 4 times in a row it won. So, it's fucking crazy. I'm trying to understand, oh yeah, because I only had to bet the 500 the one time. Right. It only went 4 one time. That's why we're not up more than 6. That's okay, though. Actually, we're up 7. So I'd have to wait for another player here. It's not. Oh, good, it won. It barely won, 2/1. So now I can bet against it. So I'm gonna put the little one on the banker, and I lost. We're not gonna win every hand, unfortunately. If it was, everyone would do it. Man. Fucking got naturaled. So we gotta start over again. Fuck. So we gotta wait. Gotta wait for this to end. We could leave the shoe. You want to do that? And we could. Now that something with 5, it's disqualified. Frankly, I'm tired of looking at this shoe. There's so many chops if I go to a new shoe. Because I can. Fuck them. So we're going to go back to a new shoe. We're going to bring that $60 with us. That still matters. And we're going to start over again. You know, it's a couple tanks of gas. I'm not going to kick that out of my bed. So we're going to wait. And we're going to get a new qualifier to fuck with. And we're going to win again because it's fun. Then you go home and say, how'd you do at work today? Here's what I did. Fuck you. No, maybe not tell her fuck you, but it just depends what kind of day you're having. So, don't do that actually. So I'm going to say here, 1 on banker. Okay, that didn't work. Let me try again. And I got it. See? Left the shoe, went to another one. The second effort hand worked for the big money, and they suck it in. So now we wait for another 3. We're going to bet against. Okay? Gonna find another one. Gonna find another one. Gonna find another one somewhere, motherfucker. It's not happening. It's chopping again. Wants to hurt my feelings with all the chops. That's fine. We got one. So here we go. We're going to bet the little guy first. And it loses. Terrific. So we're going to bet the big guy now and hope it doesn't fuck up. And we win 7/0. There you go. We need one more. We caught up the shoe before last. Okay. That's 750 plus the 60 or whatever we walked away last shoe with. That effectively gives us 840. So we really only need about another $360 to get that right, and then we work on the new profit in addition to the other shoe. I think we had a winning shoe at the very beginning, didn't we? I can't remember anymore. I win too much, I can't remember. That's why I gotta write it down. I gotta write it down and keep a tally of where the fuck we're at. But I know I at least have to loss recover that one shoe of the 2 perps that missed. So that's all I'm focused on right now. We're almost there. I mean, combined, we're almost there. So here's another run of 3. I'm going to try to make chop. And it did. No, it tied 6-6. So we're going to re-bet it. And we got fucked. That's okay. They're going to eat a dick right here. Watch this. Watch. Whip it out. They're gonna suck it. They won 1/0. They beat us with the only card, dude. Player had a 1. We had one more chance. We were already winning the hand with 3. The only card that could beat us is a 7, and they pull the fucking 7. That shit, I punch the table when that happens. I ain't gonna lie. I get so fucking mad. So that's another shoe that we gotta net the difference. I'm leaving the shoe. We take that 150 with us. We add it to the 60. We have 210. So we're going to go to the other one. We're going to find it again. I don't care how long this takes. If I run out of shoes, I'll go back to the room. I'll go to lunch. I'll do something, but I'm not going to sit there in their cocksuckery. I will wait because I know it's a matter of time before I find one that works my way. And if I have 40 units, I can bide my time. I don't have to sit there and just try to win the shoe just to prove a point. Sometimes you can't, okay? So one double loss like that is enough for me to, on the 3-4 chop strategy, okay? It's enough for me to say fuck you and go. Could it come down 5 the first time every time? Yeah, it could. That'll hurt a little while. But you don't have to stick with the same strategy all day either. You know? If they keep fucking you, then it's like, well, let it go. You have enough good ways to win. All my videos have proven that we have enough good ways to win. It's chopping again, by the way, just to be insulting. Let's see if it goes 3. See what I mean? It won't. See? So the moral of the story is here, just play chop the rest of your life, right? What the fuck are we doing? We'll see if this will go 3. Finally. Okay, so here we go. We're going to try again. We came into this with 150 plus 60, so 210. 210 profit for the last two efforts. To subtract from that 1200, we got to make up a differential of about 1,000. So we're going to start with the little guy here first. And if that doesn't work, then we're going to swing. So it didn't work, so now we got to kick him in the balls. Now I really don't want this to get fucked up, because we'll be down again. And that could happen. Well, we win! Player loses 6-7. Fuck off. So we're going to have 375 now to add to that. So that gives us 585. Yeah, total. I gotta keep saying it out loud or I'll forget. So let's see if Banker can go 3. It hasn't yet. That will continue to not happen yet. See why I like that variable. I'm telling you guys, some of it's just pattern recognition and testing it until it fails. Like right now, all the seconds are hitting. Hit again. That's 5 seconds in a row and 6 out of 7. So that's pretty amazing. Let's see if it gets another one. This will be 7 out of 8. Yep, sure did. I'm not betting for these, by the way. But, I'm going to make videos about that too. It's always funny, the thing I'm trying to make a video about, the other stuff's happening, but I'm calling it before it happens. So right now I'd say second bank. Whatever. I would have lost, but I'd have a second chance on player. And I would have got the natural. But now I'd be on wait mode for the seconds, right? Because we had a hiccup. And then we got it back. So I got to reaffirm that it's still working before I jump back in. That's just what I do. You can do whatever you want. I mean, it's hitting on the second every time except 3 times right now. You don't have to just be a pussy about it. But I encourage being a pussy for a second. But you would have won. So if you weren't a pussy, congrats. You won. But, that is a lot of seconds. It's almost undeniable. Like, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of 11, 12 times. Wow. So you'd be netting 6, If you just decided off the rip with no data, you're just going to bet seconds every time. But I've got to run a 3 here, so I'm going to bet against that. What color do I need? Blue, so I got to bet on player. One time, it lost. Okay. So this one will help a lot if it doesn't decide to be a jerk off here and go banker. Good. I got a natural player. No more cards. Fuck off. So I got 775 plus the 210. That is a total of 985, which means to get the 1200 back, I only need I need $215 more to break that shit even, and then we could work on the take. Look, some days are going to be like this, Mama said. We got to find it. We got to find it. But, I'm sitting out a lot of hands, right? Look at all these hands I'm just watching. I'm not betting anything. Now, if I'm there, we got to run a 3, so I'm going to bet the opposite. If I'm there in real time, it's going to go a lot slower waiting. I won. It's going to go a lot slower waiting for all this, but you're limiting the amount of opportunities that you can actually fail by capitalizing on the few times that it comes down and never goes further. So we've had 3 occurrences, and all 3 times it stopped within 2 hands, just like the chops do. But you're waiting a lot longer to get the results. But I'll tell you where this has merit is when it's hardly chopping at all, but it's not really running either, so you're winning on all those runs that never fulfilled themselves. You know what I mean? So you're staying out of all that mud, and then when it starts to run, you cut it off at the knees and you win. So that's why I developed that look, because I'd see enough shoes where it would happen, right? Where it's like, damn, nothing will run. Well, I was like, we could work with that, right? If they're never running, well, just fight for them that they won't. Why beat your head on the wall trying to make everything stay the same? Because it's a chaotic game to begin with. Embrace the chaos and reverse engineer their bullshit and beat them with it, right? That's what I'm saying. You do whatever the fuck you want. Okay? I'm just saying. This might be one of those shoes again that never goes 5. Okay, so we got to run a 3. Both colors have managed to go at least 4 one time. But let's see. Last time player went 3, it did go 4, but that doesn't mean anything. I'm going to bet against it. And I win. Fuck them. So I have $970 for this shoe alone, plus the other 210. We're at $1,180, which effectively puts us $20 under what we needed to get even. So don't tell me what I can't do. I just don't leave myself in a fucking shitty situation. I will remove myself from it, find a better one, and kick them in the balls. Multiple times. Multiple times. And we're going to try to kick them in the balls again right here because it's a run of 3. And I win with the natural good because I really wanted to continue talking shit here. So I have now 1,070 plus 210. We're now above the previous detrimental bullshit that happened with 2 runs of 5. So we have $1,280 now. And effectively we have 80 to the good. Plus whatever we won the first shoe, which I don't remember the amount, and I don't care. I'm just focused on the new money now. I don't even know what I'm going to title this. It's probably going to be something stupid like Chop Video 3. Chop Video 3 for third video. I'm not gonna, you can just see what the fuck happened if you even watched it far. But I like that this was a struggle because I'm able to show you, even when things go badly, I was only down 2.5 units. And it took a little while to get them back, but I got them back and I'm up a little bit. I'm up $80. So depending on what you drive, you have 2 to 3 tanks of gas. But that matters. I don't like paying money for gas. It sucks. I fucking drive all day for work. I'm spending easily $30 a day on gas. It's fucking terrible. I'm spending $900 a day on gas for my wife. Be mean to me when I come home. That's what I dealt with today. Yeah. We all have our problems. Okay, I'm going to go for this with the big money because that's a 4. Full disclosure, this could fail. This could fail. But if I win, I never have to bet this bet again the rest of the shoe, and I can make sure I leave with the take, right? I did all this work to get to this fucking point. What do you bet it fucking goes 5 here? Because I'm saying it out loud. I guarantee they're going to fuck me. No, I won 7-6. Fuck you. So, good. Good. So, for the rest of the shoe, I don't have to try hard. I won't. I promise I fucking won't. But look at, like, if I wasn't ever doing anything else today, and this was the only shoe if this was the only shoe I played, I'd have $1,470. Just waiting for runs of 3 and betting against them twice, right? You see why, sometimes, I mean, it's not an entirely choppy shoe either, really, right? It's a lot of seconds more than anything. You had a brief moment there in between the 2 runs where it was kind of chopping, but you'd be sweating it out because it kept hitting on the second. You'd hit the recovery hand, but you'd have to keep going for that recovery hand, right? So it's it almost. If you look at it from a wide scale, like it looks like a shoe from hell. It's not running or chopping, right? But if you look for the consistencies and the chaos, you see a little different, don't you? Look at the second row, right? Not the columns, how far they're coming down, but the row. Look how many full boxes there are there, right? From the rip, from where the shoe started. You had only 1, 2, 3, 4 empty boxes before they started opening more. But if you just looked at those, you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 out of 14. I'd take those odds in anything. I'd be up 6 still. 6 is a lot. We talk how sometimes it's hard to get 3 units in a shoe. We'd have 6 right there. Now, I don't mean to bullshit you. It's usually a little more chaotic, kind of how it's opening up right now, right? Where you have empty box, 2 full ones, empty box, a full one, 2 empty boxes. It's back and forth, right? So you're not really making any ground then, right? But it would have been crushing it at the beginning. Getting a little sidetracked because I can't unsee that. That's a little fucking crazy. But let's see if we get another run of 3. And I will try to bet against those 2. And if it doesn't work, fuck them. We're going to keep the difference here, guys. So I hope we get at least one more. Um, and then I'll have to make a business decision how aggressive I want to be on it, because we have had a lot of fortune this shoe. But this just goes to show, don't say it hasn't or can't happen, because I've shown you multiple shoes on this 3-4 series alone where it never went 5. You'll have the shoe where it always goes 5. That's why I say if it happens, it's disqualified. Just go to another one. You'll find one that never goes 5. You don't have to play their fucking trap game, right? So here, we got to run a 3. I'm going to try to bet against it. It doesn't mean it's going to work. Nothing has to work. But I just won 6 over 5. And they can fuck themselves. So we're going to wait for another run of 3 and then take more of their money. And then we're going to say thank you. They like that. They like being thanked for taking their money. So we're going to wait some more. Someday my family's going to understand that I'm not all talk. And they're going to see it again with their own eyes. My oldest and my middle child have seen what I've been able to do. I never really shared it with my youngest because I didn't think she should know. I don't know. I guess when it's your baby, you don't want them knowing everything. But I don't know. I'm getting old, guys. All right, so that didn't work. I gotta try again here. How much do we do? I mean, do we risk it? This is a lot of runs of 4, first of all. They're almost no, they're not really alternating. You got a run of 4, a run of 4, a run of 3, a run of 3, a run of 3, a run of 4, a run of 3, a run of 4. None of these have gone 5. Do I risk it again? I don't have to do the full amount, you know. I could just split it in half and do like 250. I really don't want it to lose. I've battled this far back to get ahead. Where are we at effectively here in actual upness? We had 1200 and then we had 210 that we recovered, so we came into this needing like 990. So we're up a little under 500 right now, right? We've got 1400 minus 210. We needed altogether, we needed 1200. So if we had 210, we only needed 990. If we added it all together, we effectively would have 1675. So if I subtract 1200 from that, we'd have 475, right? Yeah, we'd be at 475. So if effectively, if I try the perp here and it loses, we'd be down a quarter. I don't want it to fucking lose, but this could happen, guys. All right? And this is why I'm the guy in the pamphlet. You don't know how to go. This is what's going to happen to you. See, I told you we got fucked. We lost. But I didn't have to do that. But fuck them. We're going to go to a new shoe. We're going to find a way to... We're basically broken even now. So I'm going to go to a new shoe, and I'm going to just find a way to get that purple, and all our hard work's going to pay off now, okay? Brand new shoe. We're not winning, we're not losing. The day just fucking started. It's a new day. Nothing happened yet. We're just going to find a way to win. But I went through hell to get all that back, just to get a profit unit, to give the profit unit back. That's frustrating, isn't it? It is. And that's why I said, focus on the win. Focus on the win and understand what that is over 30 days. I don't care what it is. You could get 300 a day for 30 days and do that for 300 days. You'd have 90 grand. If you got 300 a day, you'd have 9,000. Do that for 300 days, you'd have 90 grand. And that wouldn't be hard to do. It truly wouldn't. If you're willing to leave with it every day. Look at this chop. It's 5 direct. Why is every shoe chopping when I'm not betting for it? What the fuck? It's so annoying. I hate that. You know, is this really stupid? Like, come on, can we be like a normal shoe that comes down a little bit? No, it's just going to keep chopping. Look at this. Look at this. Is it going to go through? Oh, we got 3 seconds to do it now. Is it ever going to go down? No, it's going to be an asshole. Okay. It's going to 2-2-2 down shit. Right? Yeah, that's what it's doing. Fuck. Look at this. It's all twos now. Right? You see that, right? The fuck? Finally chop. Let's see. Come back on over. Yep. Back to the seconds again. It's fucking crazy shit. Oh, we got 3. Okay, we can finally bet. How many hands into the shoe are we? Making our first bet of the shoe in hand 17. There's no ties yet either. I bet you fucking ties right now that I said that. Let's see. 41 minutes. Oh, we lost. Fuck them. We're going to win anyways. No, we lost back to back. All right. Fuck. Well, I'm leaving that shoe too, so fuck. I'm going to be a good example here. I'm going to prove we don't need to play their fucking game. I'll find one that works. But that's what happens sometimes. If you're going to just bet for the 3-4 chop, just be ready, like, to be disappointed when it starts out all choppy and then the first thing that comes down comes all the way down. It sucks, but it can happen, you know. So now I got to make back about 6. It won't take me that long. I'll get this done before we make this an hour video. I swear to God I will. But I'm glad it's a struggle bus kind of a video here. So I can show you the up and down of this. Like, you better, if you're going in, you better be willing to fight for your money and spend whatever time it takes to get it done. But understand, most people work harder than this for $500 a day. Or $300 a day. You know? I don't know what you make in a day in your 8-hour job. But if you knew you could go in every day and get that shit done and walk out happy, you would do it. So, that didn't work. We got one more try here. Tie, thank goodness. And, god damn it, it got a 9 again. You know our phones listen to us, right? So we're down to 12 again. Damn it. Damnation. Fuck. You know, and it's only because I'm playing for the one variable. If I was playing for the chop, I would be beating their ass on a pure chop. This whole video I would have. But I'm waiting for that one thing and trying to apply it. And, I like the regular chop better than the 3-4 for this very reason. I'm kind of glad this happened because I don't want to enable people to think that this is like free money. Like, you could lose at the beginning of a shoe. This shit happens, okay? So I'm going to stay on this effort, even though it's already gone 5, because I'm running out of time. I want to try. Okay, we won. But it doesn't mean as much when I win it on the first try. It means more when I win it on the second try. But we could do one of two things with that. We could just always do the 1, or I could parlay it the next time it goes 3 for 2 instead of 1. And if it doesn't work, simply float to 5 the second time, just to maintain pace. But let's see first if we can get anything to go 3. Since it tied the natural, it probably won't. Oh, it did. Cute. So we're going to bet 2 on bank here. We're going to parlay. And it worked. Great. Just great. So we're going to wait. It's not too bad. As long as we can get a little bit of some runs going here, it won't take too long. Starting to chop again. Need another player. Got it. Okay, now we can bet against it. And now we're going to do 4. Okay, on the first effort, because it's a parlayed effort off of 1. The 1 became 2, 2 became 4. We're going to try to make the 4 become 8, and that'll be substantial. Oh, we're on the wrong side. Shit. I almost put it on player. You know it's going to fucking go player now because I put it on the wrong side, but here we go. I'm going to put it on bank. I win. Fuck you. God damn it. Fuck. Now I gotta do this. Fuck. Damnation. So, we lost that too. Well, son of a bitch, right? Fought a good fight. That's why you have units, okay? That's why you have 40 units. This just turned into a lost recovery day. I'm at 45 minutes, guys. I don't think I can fix this issue. Um, but I tried, you know. And that's why you leave at the beginning, right? Like we had a run of 5 at the beginning of the shoe. I stuck around. Lo and behold, it's on the dominant color side. Meanwhile, Bank's never gone 3. You know how I win on that too. But this series, it's just to show you another way to play. It's not that this is a great way to play. It's just that this is what can happen if you play it. And the other ways that I've been playing, you've seen I've done a lot better than just playing for this and this alone. Because this, the second you run into a streaky shoe, you're going to lose every time. Maybe I'll just play the shoe out and make a point of it, maybe I'll find another run of 4 that goes 5 again, and it'll show you like how to disqualify a shoe that doesn't work. Okay, I don't even care if I lose all of my money on this. I'm gonna prove why you leave. This is why I've been refreshing shoes and going to another shoe, because when I go to another one, as long as it works the first time, I'm guaranteed the push, right? Because if it fails the second time, I don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter. They didn't really beat me. I also missed a hand there. We would have normally bet that for 1. But we did that anyway with the parlay, so it's all the same. So we'll put the 1 here. Actually, we gotta bet for the 5, not to go 5. So we gotta bet hard here, actually. So we gotta do this. I'm gonna put 2 units on it. I'm gonna put 2 on it, because I know my bankroll is a 40 unit bankroll, and so far I'm only down about 3 or 4 of them. So I'm going to try for it here. I got it. 2 over 1. Doesn't matter as long as I win. I got it. It's a little bit aggressive to put 2 there, but I just couldn't see player going 5 in a row 3 times in the same shoe within the first 30 hands, 35 hands. It could happen. Anything could happen. It's a player dominant shoe. If anything, it was going to happen on player, but it didn't. So, if you're lucky enough to catch that at the right time, you must reduce it back to the base unit. You can't just keep floating that on a parlay. That would just be stupid, especially if you're in loss recovery mode. It's a one time. You don't want to keep doing that. We're running out of time here, so I gotta stop fucking talking. I want to get this within an hour here, win or lose. So we got to run a 3. We're gonna try hard here. We're not try hard, but we're gonna float 1 on player. If it doesn't work, we're gonna be aggressive. Okay, it didn't work. So I'm gonna go back to the base 5, and hopefully we get the 5. Damn it didn't work. But at least I didn't parlay it, right? I would have lost the whole thing. So this is the 3rd time something's gone 5, man. That actually touched the bottom. This is my right-hand turn. It did. Wow. It's been a while since we saw a right-hand turn, huh? How many videos have I done recently where this never right-hand turn? Well, it stopped there, so that's good. Let's see if we can get it to run again. I mean, this is as streaky as a shoe's gonna be. We haven't seen many streaky shoes. It's because I did all that complaining about how choppy it was, right? Like, fine. You don't want to chop? We'll make everything come down 5. And it did. So there's 3. So we're going to bet against that. Damnation. All right. Well, we'll see if this will be yet the 4th time it goes 5. It might make the U a bankers there. I won't be surprised at all if this goes bank, quite honestly. But I'm going to bet for the player. I got a natural. I got lucky. So we need to power through this and find another run. Gotta find another run. There's 2. Or was that 3? It was only 2. Come on, run. Run, 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 run. We need a run. Okay, we need a run. Need another banker. Can't get it. It's still chopping. And it's a tie. It's chopping. It's another chop. Dang it, man. Never when you want it. Natural tie. Is that 3? No, it's only 2 because it was a tie. Another tie. Wow, natural tie again. Okay, so that won. So we're going to try here. We're going to try here. Got it. 8/0. I mean, no matter what we do here, we're going to be down for this video, for this strategy. But at one point, we were up 7 or 8. So it just depends when you're willing to leave for the day, you know. If you're going to keep keeping your hand on the stove, one of these shoes are going to bite you, and this would have been the one. It's gone 5 3 times. That's hurtful. And even with that, for this shoe, we're only down half a unit or so, so that's not bad. Of course, we did a double the one time, so that's how we got it back. But that was aggressive. I don't recommend doing that necessarily. Flat betting is definitely a safer thing. A critical bet on the 5, you know. Instead of doing that, doing this. I don't recommend really doing that. But this is a run of 3, so we're gonna do the 1. Get this 1. Okay, it worked. Whatever. Like, I hate when it works the first time almost when I'm doing the 3-4, because I know my second bet's going to be the more aggressive one. But, case can be made, you can make the first one aggressive if you're willing to flat bet it and just get your money back if it didn't work the first time, you know. You're still not losing. But if it always goes 4, you're not winning either, and you're paying commission to get your money back, so there's that. But, you know. Alright. So we're looking for another 3. We're at 52 minutes. Oh, God. I don't know how anyone's going to be able to watch this. There's nothing really fun about this. It was earlier. Like, nothing was going 5 earlier. But now you see the other side of it. You know? I show both, you know? I show when it's doing well, and I show when it's eating a dick. But you could see from this why you gotta leave after it goes 5, right? Because look, 3 times it went 5. I don't want to put, especially if it happens at the beginning, right? If it happens at the beginning, you're inviting that many more opportunities in one shoot for it to happen again. But if it doesn't happen at the beginning and you've won a few times, you've insulated the blow in the event that it does, and you can just leave with the difference, right? So that's 3. We're going to try to bet against it. And we'll see if this goes 5. Nope, I won right away. So whatever. Boring. I just got to wait for 3 again. I might not find... Wait, was that 3? No. Okay, maybe this will go 3. It did. So we're going to bet against this. I'm going to parlay it off the other effort. And it wins. Great. So that's the end of that shoe. So we got through, I mean, for the shoe, we got through the whole shoe. Despite 3 instances of 5, I got through the whole shoe, and I'm up $20 gas dollars. So, you know, nothing wrong with getting out of the shoe with an even result, but for the day, we're in a little bit of trouble still. So, you know, I'm just gonna go to a new shoe here. Brand new shoe. We're going to just keep that 20 on there for some cushion here. And we're going to see if we can get this shoe to work. I'm going to rapid fire this. I'm not going to stop in between the bullshit too much. I'm just going to quickly find 3s because I'm running out of time. power hour here. Power 5 minutes. Please fucking go 3. Good. I'm gonna increase this. I'm gonna increase these. Oops. Gotta make it on Baker though. We're gonna go for a 2-2 on both of them. Great. So you know what this is gonna be? Pop pop. We're gonna go for it, man. We got him. Natural 9. Suck it. So that's a good pop. Can we get another one? Because we will make up lost time. And if you have 40 units and you want to go in loss recovery mode, this is one way you can do it, okay? But as soon as you did that and get it up a little bit, you got to go back to the base. You have to go back to the base because nothing lasts forever. We got 3 again. We're going to go with the pop-pop again. Let's get them. Got them again. Fuck them. For this shoe alone, we're already up 960. That's fucking crazy. But you know why. So this shoe again, look at this, all player. Bank hasn't even gone 2 one time. And second player's hit every time. I said I wasn't gonna talk. Oh shit, we're supposed to bet Banker there. We would have lost. So now effectively alright, I gotta do this for 12 then. Because I didn't do this last hand. So this will be a hell of a win though. If it loses, it would have been accurate for what I would have lost. If it wins, it's going to be a hell of a win. You understand why I'm doing that? Because I didn't do it on the third one. So this would be great, but nothing has to work. I got naturaled out. I gave it all back. So fuck them. Going in a new shoe and try again. We gave back about 300. We gave back 240 is what we gave back. That's fine. Fuck them. Start a new shoe. I don't care how long this video goes anymore. You're gonna have to deal with it. I'm gonna prove if you have the units to play the game, you're able to survive. So we won big at the beginning. That allowed the cushion for us to break even basically. So breaking even's okay. It's the whole game's based on that. You're gonna win, lose, or tie, man. So we're just trying to win early and get out. Win early, get out. If you win early and you lose back, then it's a push. That doesn't count. Nobody gets hurt. You just start over again. Look at this. It's fucking starting all chop again. God. I'm never gonna find a shoe to get this done for you. Maybe now. Maybe now. Let's see. First, we gotta get this back just to get back what we lost last shoe. Alright, well that didn't work, so now I gotta try this. Please work. Yes, natural 9. Alright, so now wait. Player might never go 3. So it went 2. Let's see if it goes 3. Good, it did. So now we can bet against it. Now we're going to 2 here. And we win with another natural. Great. We're already up 1,000 this shoe. See how quick this can happen when you're not bullshitting. Okay, so we got another opportunity bet here. I'm going to parlay this. I'm on the wrong side, though. Sorry. I got to put them here. And hope that works. It didn't. So guess what? Fuck you. We're doing this. And we win. Too bad we lost that parlay bet. That wouldn't have hurt as bad if we didn't lose the parlay bet. But we're up 1,600. So whatever. Seconds would be in play here. And it would have lost. You'd have one more chance on Banker. See if that would have won. It would have. Whatever. I'm not worried about that right now, though, right? We're not worried about none of that. So 3 banks. We're going to try 2 players. And Banzai. We win. No, we tied. How did he get a miracle 8 like that? God, I got to 8 the hard way like that. I started with 2. Anyway, we're now going to go over an hour if I don't win right here. For the win. Fuck! God damn it. Damnation. So I gotta wait. I gotta wait, man. Fuck. I thought we were going to finish just in time. I would have hit stop on the timer so fast. Damn it. I don't even know if it's going to let me upload this, but I'm going to try. It's an hour. Ugh. Well, it's been a battle, so I ain't erasing this. I'm keeping this on my file now. If I have to render it on a computer and do 2 separate videos, I'll do that. Fuck, man. Every time it's gone 3, it's gone 4, though, right? On Banker, at least. This hurts my feelings to do this, but I'm gonna do this. I win. Alright. Let's see if player can come down again. No. No. Yeah. 2. Get 3. Yeah. No. God damn it. Trying to move this game along. It just won't let me. We're so close to being off the shoe. Like, if that didn't go 5, we would have won for the video. I'm not sure how much, but I know we would have been up because it would have been like $3,000. I'm pretty sure. I was supposed to bet player there. Good at tides. We got something there. So we're gonna try this again. Look at this. Look at this. 4 out of 5 times. I got really bad hiccups on us on it. 4 out of 5 times it went fucking 4. 4 banker. And last time it went 4, it went 5. So I hope it doesn't do that again. We really need to get that one back. These 2-unit bets are getting out of hand. Fuck. But I'm pot committed to these 2-unit bets now. I've given away that unit twice. But again, guys, if it's a one-sided shoe, you don't want to be betting against the strong side that twice. We're going 5 once is enough. So I've shown you that on 2 shoes now. The shoe before was all player, right? It would go down 5, you'd bet against it, or it would go down 4, you'd bet against it, it would go 5. Second time it happened, you bet against it, it would go 5. Brad would have won, chopping it on 5. See if he would have won here, fucker. Yep, he would have got his natural. Of course he did. So, whatever. That'll be a whole nother video, the Brad special. But, yeah, he'd be 100, right? Fuck. Couldn't call that. So many bankers. Oh my goodness. At this point, I have to win a double bet twice just to break even those efforts that failed. It'll break even the one that failed. It'll break even the one that had the profit on this shoe. But I don't know if we're going to find one that stops that early. It's got to stop right on 4 for me to bet that bet. Just the way I'm playing today. You know, I'm being a little aggressive right now, but if we... Oh, I'm supposed to bet 2 there. Fuck. It was a run of 3. Damn it. See what happens when I talk. Spending all this time just pushing the deal button, I'm forgetting to put the bet out there when I'm supposed to bet it. So I gotta add 200 to this total. I'm gonna have to keep that at 200 flat bet now to keep that honest. On the run of 3. I gotta use a bathroom. I'm back. I feel refreshed. So, you know what? This video just became, can I fix this before my wife comes to bed? That's what this has turned into. Damnation. I don't know, honestly. Not like this, I can't. Not if I stay on a shoe that's already proven it sucks, but it's serving 2 purposes. You don't stay on bad shoes. You go to a new one that's never coming down 5 and win. And just systematically take their money like that, you know. You stay on one of these too long that never goes 5, eventually you're going to get snake bit too. So there's that. So the quicker you're able to win and then reduce, the better, because then you're keeping more of it to the good, And even if it does inevitably fail, you're losing less because you've reduced your structure. All the same, every shoe that I'm going on here, I'm staying pretty close to 0. So we'll see what happens here. On this one, no, it just keeps chopping. Damn it. Never chops when I need it to. All right, that's 2 players, I believe. That's 3. Yes. We also have to add 200 to that total, like I said. So we're effectively at 95, 90. So we're doing 2 here on not player pinker. Damn it. Well, son of a bitch. Here we go. Gotta do this now. I don't, because, like I said, if something was 5, it should already be off the shoe. But I'm just showing you what happens if you continue. There's nothing impressive about any of this if I fix this. Great, I lost. I'm glad. So look at that. All 3 times, the last 3 occurrences of 4 went 5. See why I disqualify it? As soon as something goes 5, I let it go, because for all I know, it's a streaky shoe. And look how it was at the beginning. It was. Right? There's nothing about this to say it was a choppy shoe. Fuck. So once it gets to 5, that would be enough for me. But if I continue to play, look what happens. Another run of 5, a run of 3, and then another run of 5. So that's what I mean. In my experience, when I see a run of 5, it's usually not the only one. It could be an anomaly, but typically not. It's usually indicative of it being a streakier shoe because of the way the cards are coming out. Same way with the chops, right? When it's a choppy shoe, it's like we're talking about how far wide they're going on the chop. Same idea. So, I'm sorry if you've watched to this point that it's been ineffective, but I called my shot too about a lot of things that we could have bet on. And I also said, one or two things are going to happen with anything you play. But if it wins at the beginning, like it did here, it did here, it did here, first 3 occurrences you won on. So as far as the strategy as a whole, if this was the first shoe you played, you were winning at the beginning a lot. And then this one would have lost, this one would have won, this one would have lost, this one would have won, this one would have lost. But the losses mean more because you're losing 3 each time you lose, whereas if you win, you're only winning 1, right? So those are more damning. I don't want to lose those all the time. 9 units is hard to recover, but that's what we just did here. So, I want to maximize my gains and limit my detractions as much as I can. So if I have a disqualifying element to the way that I'm playing, I stop using that strategy for that shoe, because you can't say it's working every time when it failed once, right? But you'll have other shoes where it is bonkers and it is always jumping after 3 or 4. And if you're able to catch a few of those and then you give it back a little bit here, you just got to let it go, right? Like I said in the short I made, you just got to let that shit go and net the difference. And if you're willing to do that over time, you're going to be fine. Like toward the beginning of this video, I don't remember how many minutes in it was, but we were down 12, and then we got it back up, and then we were up like to 1460 or something, and then we started giving it back again. What the fuck are you trying to do? We're there to win. We're not there to see how quickly we can make $10,000, right? We're just there to win each day. It could be any amount. Even if it's under your goal. As long as it's profit, it don't matter. But I'm going to call this a quintessentially terrible shoe. And just out of curiosity, Brad chopped it all 3 times after 5. All 3 times. Right on 5. You see why Brad would bet against that? And it was an 8 or a 9. It was an 8. He got the natural 8 again. So, fuck. I don't know. But you know how long you'll often have to wait to see a run of 5? Shoe before, or 2 shoes before, we never had a run of 5 until the end, you know? So you'd be waiting a long time just to try that one bet. Oh, and it's a one-shot effort. You don't get 2 bets for it now. You're waiting for a run of 5 to bet against it. That's a long time to wait for a circumstantial ideal. I would rather not do that. But if you're going to incorporate that into another side bet to something else you're doing, then maybe. But you can't play for the regular chop on a 1-2 bet or a 1-1 bet and then say, well, I'm going to do the 3-4s too. And then I'm also going to do, I'm going to bet after a run of 5. Well, you can't bet for everything because what if they all lose? You're getting fucked up. So you gotta choose your battles, Whatever it is you're going to play for that shoe, you got to stick to it. You can't just jump around and do whatever. But, this is a good fail video for the series to show you what bad shoes will look like for you. Okay, so we had some luck at the beginning. We decided to stick around. They stuck it in us a little bit, and then these last 2 shoes have been complete herpes. So no one wants that. Nobody wants that. So get out before you get diseases and realize a better shoe's out there, okay? I mean, I even went to a 2-unit bet this shoe, and that wasn't working under the pretense that I didn't think that I could lose 2 shoes in a row. And guess what? I did. I sure did. I went to the 2-unit bet on the second effort, and it worked at the beginning. I won there on the first run of 4, and then I won on the run of 3, and then I won on the run of 4, but then I tried to get on the next one, and that one lost. And then I won the little money, and then the next one lost twice. And then I won on the little money, and then this one lost twice. So you understand, nothing's perfect. Nothing's undefeated. Nothing's immortal. There are ways you can lose. There's a nemesis to whatever way one wants to play. But if you're playing for multiple variables, you're increasing the chances of failure. And you got to be able to net the difference. As soon as the one thing shows up, that's already too many. To me, for a strategy like this, that's reliant on waiting for one specific thing to happen, and then you're going to bet against it. If it doesn't work, then it's already failed, right? It's already failed. But it would have worked 3 times at the beginning. So if this didn't work, then you just net the difference. Even if it's $10, net the difference, go to another shoe. Because I know there's enough shoes where it would work. My final analysis is this strategy isn't worth my aggravation because you're waiting too long to try to get a chance to bet. I don't think I'm going to spend a whole lot of videos on this strategy, but I had done a couple already, and it's a good way to play in the short term, but you got to be willing to reduce in the long term. Okay, so like I said, if you're able to get 3, 4, even 5 of these to not go 5, and you won on those shits, reduce to half the size of whatever your bets are. That way, when it does in fact lose, you're not losing shit. You're losing a little bit, but you're not losing what you won. You don't want to put all that effort in and then start giving it all back. Okay, because you'll chase. And effectively, that's what this shoe was, because I was doing 2 units instead of 1. But have a great night.